And then I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Oh, this is, I was just working with somebody here. All right. This thing gets in the way all the time. All right, so we're gonna get a new one here, and let's just call this, oh, let's make it MPG calculator. Oops, I forgot, I'm not putting any. Might want to do this, huh? They finally reopened my Starbucks, so I'm kind of like in seventh heaven.
Does it make you wear a mask when you go in there?
No, actually, I don't. They do.
I was just gonna say it's probably kind of hard to wear a mask and drink Starbucks at the same
Well,
time.
you can't drink it in there, and you have to. The one I go to is Campus Town, so they don't even have cash registers right now. You have to mobile order it, so they're not like the other ones like Pekin and East Peoria, and that they'll take cash or credit cards or whatever. But the one in Campus Town, all they do is take mobile orders that you pay for online.
Wow.
All right, so let's do this. Let's create a class. Something like that. And then we'll create the main window. So it's going to be, whoops, I forgot to import. Hang on a minute. See how now my text just got smaller. And I don't know how to make it bigger. So hang on here. So I want to import tkinter. There we go. That's better. So it'll be self main underscore window. See, and you got to know all this stuff. And we're going to call it that, but it's actually this. It's the TK out of tkinter that we're going after. We're going to just call it the main window. And then we're going to create four frames inside that window. And one is going to be self dot gallons frame. So again, if you ever get a chance to do a graphical language like Visual Basic or that, or C#, you should do that because you'll see the difference. Right away. People used to say, oh, Visual Basic, that's not, well, I'll tell you what, it's pretty powerful. You can, I find very little you can't do with it. And I'll tell you, you know, it's the easiest way, of course, to do applications for Windows. So this one, what it's going to do is calculate how many miles per gallon you get in your car. So, I mean, very easy math, you know, how many miles, how many gallons, divide the miles by gallon, it gives you the miles per gallon of your car, right? Jasper, stop. I'm yelling at my dog. Okay. Da, 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 da. So there's our 4 frames. Now we're going to create the widgets for the gallons. So we're going to create widgets for the gallons frame. Self.gallons. And you think, again, in most of the graphical languages, you don't have to worry about things like this size here because you can drag, all the objects have sizing handles, okay? So how do we know what a 10 is, for example? You know what I'm saying? Is 10 big? I guarantee it isn't big. Or is it small? Okay. So these are the widgets for the miles frame. I wanted to see something. So miles, gallons labeled, da, 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 da. You could almost copy and paste and replace, but I'd probably do that if I felt like it. Tkinter. Okay. In this language, you always have to pack. Once you create a graphic, you have to pack it, okay? So that's what we do next here. We'll pack what we've created so far. And so itself. Oh, I forgot to do the gallons one. We'll go back and do that one. Well, let's do the label. Pack. Side is going to be on the left-hand side. And then self. Files. Entry. Dot pack. And let's go up here.
Doug, you spelled self wrong there.
Oh, come on. You never seen a slough before? This is driving me nuts here. Much better. All right. Okay, got those. Pack those. We pack that. Okay, so we did miles. We did that. So we're going to create a label here. 1, 2, did the gallons, did that. I'm just checking to see if I missed anything. Self. Ah! How do I get it back down small? Jeez. This is how I've been dealing all day. Heck, would you create a blank label? No, this is. Result. This is. These are the widget. A lot of typing, huh? Like I said, this is like, I mean, you could have had a whole bunch of C# or Visual Basic done a nice application by now. Uh-oh, I'm missing something here. I'm gonna guess here that this is. I'm missing some code here. Hang on. And now we gotta pack those. And I always wonder why it's always left. Once we've got all that packed, then we can pack the frames that everything's in. Okay, then we need the calculations. So Go again. I think that's it. There we're creating an instance of the miles. I forgot what I was calling this thing. I was calling it MPG calculator. Okay, nothing there. What am I missing here? Missing something. So that's just that. Define. Oh no. I'm always missing something. Frame is 200. Trace back. Okay. All right. So I got something wrong here. Yes. Name defined. Okay. Main window. Oh. Well, yeah, I didn't skip the whole line. Right here, we're missing the line that defines the. In it itself. That means everything has to be indented. Except for an MPG on the end, I think. Object has no attribute, calculate MPG. Line 78, line 52. Self-calculate. Trying to find the line with self-calculate. Self bottom frame text equals calculate MPG slash command self calculate MPG. Parentheses. Self-quit. Okay, well, this one's missing. Let's see. Is it missing anything? My object has no attribute. Calculate MPG. Where did I miss that? Define. Well, let's see here. Define, calculate MGV, self. Oh, that should be. Is that out there or? Let me see here. Class, no, it's indented one. Let's try that. Nope, we got a box anyway. Hey, what do you know? Well, that works. But has no attribute main loop. Okay, so why am I getting that error? Is the main loop inside? No, it should only be. That's where it's supposed to be. tkinter main loop. Parentheses, parentheses. Line 78. I think that's supposed to be. See where that's supposed to be. No, that's supposed to be way out at the edge. Yeah. I don't know why I'm getting that error on that main loop there, but it seems to be running okay. Most recent call list. Stop. Seems to work. Seems to.
It's because you capitalize the L
L.
in main loop.
Oh, geez. What do you know? No errors. Thank you. So this is the high end little program that you get for all that code. You'll notice your text boxes aren't the same size and your buttons are different sizes, and you know it works, but it's not anything I would write home about.
Visual C# doesn't look any better, trust me.
Well, Visual Studio, Visual Basic looks a lot better.
I'll agree with that, but they just don't let you see the back end.
Right. I mean, it's a hog. So whose doesn't run? Dennis?
Why are you picking on me? Yeah, I don't run.
Yeah, mine either.
Yeah, I got one variable that's not defined, but I think I just missed it somewhere. The variable I'm having a problem with is miles_frame.
Okay, right here.
Yeah. So let me try and share my screen because I don't know what I did wrong.
Hang on a second.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
Okay. So can you see it?
We will in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, we got you now.
So I think, is this the line that you were highlighting?
Yeah. Go down. You got a comma instead of a plus sign. Down, go down to your creates widgets. Whoop, up,
Here?
right? The line that says self miles entry.
Oh, here. Oh. So, oh, is it here?
Yeah.
So there should be a plus sign, you said?
No, period. I'm sorry.
Oh, period. So like that?
And this what you had before. Hang on. You had
Okay. This should be a period too, right?
hang on. It should be self.miles_frame, comma width equals 10.
Okay.
Yep, that's it now. Yeah,
So
you
okay.
had a comma there before.
Okay.
So try it now.
Oops. I think, yeah, I
Change
accidentally,
that.
yeah, I thought
line
you were
20.
talking about that first.
No, not there.
So now I'm having this issue at line 44 where it says Miles GUI has no object, or Miles
Yeah.
GUI object has no attribute calculate that.
Right. So go down to the procedure down below there.
Okay.
I go back one tab on the define.
Yeah, your define is inside. It needs to go outside. Yeah.
So like that.
And
Yeah.
and outdent those. There you go.
Okay.
Spelled destroy wrong.
Haha. Oh, where was that? Oh, that's not what I want. Where?
The story.
Is that right? Spelling's hard. No. Oh my goodness.
That's right.
Oh, that's
That is
correct.
right? That was right? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There you
All
go.
right. Mine's good then. Spelling's hard. Okay.
Half's hard.
Next.
Wait, how do I unshare my screen? I'm sorry. I don't
Yeah,
usually
just-
use Zoom. What do I do?
Just click on. You should have something that says that you're.
Oh, yeah, I'm blind. Okay, we're good.
Also click Alt S and it unshares it.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody
Well,
else? Who's next?
Nah, I guess me. You want me to share or
Yeah.
okay? Share screen. Yeah, that screen. Oh, I got to hit the button.
It's coming, Dennis. There you go. All right. Object has no attribute. Main Windows.
Yeah. Says here
You added
line.
an S to it. You need to take off the S of Windows, line 17.
Oh, okay.
Try that.
Tkinter.
Labels spelled wrong.
tkinter.
It's Lablel, not, yeah.
Also thinter, it's tkinter.
Yeah. The K instead of an H. Okay, try it again. Same thing.
50.
MPG.
EL, not LE.
Well, that's the way I spell it.
That's the way it should be spelled anyway, right?
Yes.
All of mine were spelled LE, and I had to go back and change them to EL.
It's spelled
Go up,
calculate wrong.
up right above create widgets. Right above there, down a little bit. Oh, nope, that one too. Both of those have BLE instead of BEL.
Ah,
That line you're on, almost on right now. No, pack widgets,
yeah,
create widgets, both. Right under that,
I thought there it is.
right under that. Hang on, you still got.
Well, I was just thinking of
Well,
doing
because you called them that, that's gonna be, but every one of your self result are all spelled wrong.
You need to spell it the other way to find them, Dennis.
Yeah, LA, small letter L, LABLE. E, now find,
Pardon?
hit find,
Yeah.
LE,
You can just replace for him now.
yeah, now, right there, LABEL, there you go. Replace all.
I found that I got to hit find first, and then the button comes up.
Or the button at the bottom, replace all of the.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Well,
Click it and see what happens. Oh, they're all gone. Good.
okay. Let's see here. F5.
The calculate is
was
still
wrong. Yeah.
Spelled,
down at the bottom.
Where was it?
Spelled down.
I should have searched
Oh,
for it.
right there.
Oh, right there.
61.
It's LA, not AL. There you go. Okay. Again.
I'm pressing F5 and
Well, stop it and then run it. Up there in the stop sign.
let me do those too. Oh, it popped up way over here.
Oh, we can't even see it.
Yeah, can you see it now?
No.
It popped up on my other screen.
It's because you're sharing Thani specifically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I was sharing the whole screen here.
No. But it's working. Type something in it. See if it works.
It's partially working. I have some boxes and some boxes I don't. New share, screen 2. Okay, so I'll do this right this time.
Okay. Enter the number of gallons. Enter the. Okay, you're missing a couple things. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're
It's
missing.
interesting that it runs.
Well, if it's just missing code, it's so you're missing the enter the number of miles. So go up right underneath your packed gallons. Up. No, okay, stop. Self miles label, the tkinter label, self miles frame. Text equals enter the number of miles. Self miles entry equals tkinter dot entry. Self dot miles dot underscore frame width is equal to 10. And then we pack. Self miles, label pack, size, and self miles entry. Hang on. You're missing something here. You got self miles label pack left. Then you got self miles entry. Yeah, hang on a minute. 3 equals. Oh, you got half of a statement here. Okay. So that should be there. Hang on. So you got self miles entry tkinter. Okay, and then under that whole line is wrong. Under your pack widgets right there, that's not the right line.
I was looking at this line up here. It
It's
looks
the
like
same thing. Yeah. So get rid of that line, Dennis.
Okay.
And
Do you want to share?
Here, instead, just type this. Self miles entry. Leave that self miles entry there. Just get rid.
Okay.
Yeah, the equal sign on. Get rid of the equal sign. And then one more back. Dot pack. Side, just like above it.
You run it.
Save it and run it.
It popped up. Oh, it looks nice. Can you see that?
Yeah, we can now.
Okay.
Try and type stuff in and let's see if you get an answer because it looks like you're missing another.
Yeah.
10 gallons in and 200 miles. Hit the calculate.
Yeah, and then I got.
Just blew up. Yeah. You got
Spelled miles wrong.
83.
Yeah, I spelled miles wrong. Mhm.
Further down the line, you spelled it wrong again.
What?
Yeah, right there. Same line, float right there.
Yeah. Quiet. Quit your laughing, Anthony.
You run it.
All right.
You also called the main at the bottom. You should probably delete that.
Did I?
Yeah, get rid of that. Stop it and run it.
All right. So 10 miles and 200.
10 gallons, 200 miles.
Yeah.
Press the calculate button.
Yeah.
Press your quit button, see if it quits.
And it does. Cool. That's cool.
Hey,
How
who
much-
else? Oh, go ahead.
Doug, I think that was just you echoing off of someone, maybe.
Anthony, did you close yours?
Yeah, mine works. Mine's all good.
Oh, Dennis, you gotta close your screen, dude.
Oh. Do you think you're mentioning this is harder than some other programs, and I've just done some scripting in the past. But do you think this is harder because of the type of?
Just that everything is in text versus in the graphic. Let me do this for you. I don't remember which one this. Oh, this will run, I think. Partially, anyway. This has an error in it, but I think it'll run. Maybe not. a screen that populates itself once it starts running, for example, and you just draw this stuff. I mean, these are objects. I can make them bigger, smaller. See what I'm saying? So I'm going to create it graphically versus so here it is, and I can change the color of it. I can change the size of it by just, I can go over here and go, okay, I want it to be that big. Oh, you want a button on it? Okay. Now it's got a button on it. What, the button isn't big enough? Oh, you want the text on the button to be bigger? Oh, you want the button to be a different color?
Which is older though, Visual Basic or Python?
Geez, I don't even know. Visual Basic is based off the regular BASIC that Microsoft developed back when they developed DOS. You actually got Basic A with DOS when you bought the operating system. Okay. So when I first started programming, we programmed in BASIC. So it was a command line just like Java is right now. Okay, or COBOL or any of those. Those are all command line languages for the most part. So you get results, but it's all at a command, like a command line. Okay. There's no graphical, there's no point and click. Let's put it that way.
Right.
I can't. And then if I want to code this button, watch. So let's say I want that button to close this screen. I can just type me close. And now it'll run. I can look at with that, just that one line of code, this program will run. Oh no, it won't because it's in a wrong. I put it in a. Why is this not shutting down? That's bizarre. But anyway, that button would just, there's a glitch here in this guy's program, and now I can't even shut down his program. But my point being here is that it's just that much easier. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want a new one. So I have all these choices here with ASP, and I can do a control. Just have to find.
So after Python, what would be the next language to learn
Uh,
or to look into? Learning's a broad term, so.
Well, I mean, again, it just depends on what you want. I mean, I think everybody should learn something, either C++ or Java.
Java.
Learn Perl, Dennis.
I agree. I think Java is the best language to learn, but that's my own preference.
It's also an objective fact.
It's
An
used by
objective
more
fact that is
people.
wrong.
Well, it's used by more people around the world. I mean,
Yeah, Riley.
how many
I mean, think about how many wrong people there are in the world.
But Dennis, if you look, here's my form now. And what did we have? We had a button on it. Look at all this stuff I can put on here.
Right.
Let's see. Relax. Let's go down here. So if these are all different, you know, command controls, pointer button. So it's a small button now, but so I can just go here and go double click, me close, and it auto corrects. That's the other thing about this, the IDE here. If you type something wrong, it fixes it for you. So
Yeah, no, this is cool. I mean, just pretty much
here's
drag
the
and drop.
form running. And if I want to close this form, all I do is click the button, boom, it's closed. That's how easy it is. And I can make message boxes pop up. I can make pictures spin in the middle of the form or whatever with just a couple clicks. So that's Visual Basic. And I do teach that. So I don't know if I'm teaching in the fall or not, but I usually am. I got some spacing things going on. Okay, so now my question to you guys is this. We'll vote. We can do another one of these, or we can say, okay, we've seen tkinter and we're good. It's up to you.
I vote the latter.
I've seen enough tkinter in my life.
My fingers kind of hurt. You type fast.
Who? Me?
Yeah,
Not me.
type faster than me.
I erase more stuff than I type. Who's all here? Rebecca, you have
Riley.
to vote, kid. I mean, in reality, who wants to see more of this? Anybody? Don't be afraid, because if you do, we can do it. Or I can send. The other one I have is how to do, it's one I do in, it's pretty long though. I shouldn't have got you a long one. It's a garage where you get the tires changed for a certain price, the front end alignment, brakes, that kind of thing. But it's like 4 pages long. And I'm afraid we wouldn't finish. If you guys want, we can call this is tkinter. You got the basics. There is a chapter in your book, chapter 13. I don't understand why they waste, it's the whole drawing. Ooh, this is how you draw a star on the screen. You're in chapter 13 of Python, and they're showing you how to draw a star. That's what I don't understand. So at least this is somewhat useful. You've got a little bit of an idea on how it works. Just the main idea is you create these things, and you need to learn a little bit about tkinter. You need to know what a frame is, okay? And what other things, like an entry. I mean, these are modules that are programmed in the tkinter labels, okay? See, I mean, these entries here, these are text boxes, right, that you can type in. The labels you can't type in, okay? That's where it tells you enter the number of gallons or enter the number of miles. Those are your labels. The entries are the boxes to the right of them that are 10 wide. Let's do this one. So let's see.
Is that just 10 characters or 10 pixels or?
I don't know.
Okay. And the other thing I was going to ask, can you like put these into various functions? So you could reuse these in other programs or just call them for other programs?
As long as you got tkinter loaded, I mean, you have to import it.
Okay.
Okay, that's what 80 looks like. Oh, you guys can't, can you see that? Yeah.
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 So you can see what happens, So you could adjust this so it'll look nicer. It should have, two here. I'm sure there's some way to replace this TK at the top of the box so that it says what the program is. Okay. And I will bet you another thing. Let me do this. So here you have all kinds of, tutorials on how to create tkinter in 20 minutes. You can be an expert. Here's tkinter in 5 hours. Are you guys seeing this?
Yes.
Let's see if I can. And I'm trying to get to some place where it.
After
So you
4
can see
hours
it's
of
just
work.
got a silly little input box. So his doesn't look too much better than ours at that point. So I think if you got YouTube out there, I'm sure Coursera, edX, that all of them would have, if you're really into this thing, the tkinter thing, to do graphics, I'm sure they have more and more of those. So that's chapter 13 of the book. So we covered most of the book. Okay. I think as far as I've been logged out. That's nice. Oops, that ain't right. Let's see what we got over here. Assignments. I know so much a grade. Be 511. That should be 515. I kicked it out farther. I think most of you are probably pretty good already. Just in case. And I put in these on Gooly. So complete either on of these. Okay. How about this instead? Complete either one of these. I can place in your profile for an extra 10 points. Or do both for 20. Is that fair? I don't think they're that. Yeah, that'll be fair. They're kind of, I think if you look at them, they're very similar to the one we did for the gas. They have some rates for the property tax and that. Same thing, long distance. It asks you what time you're going to call. Okay, so you have a possibility of 20 points, so that'll be a 0 or 2 zeros as far as adding to the total points, but you can get 20 points. So that's, 20 out of 0. So I think that's a good extra credit or 2 extra credit assignments there. All right. No, yes.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to stop sharing that now. Close the record.